You're live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a show about nothing. I just got back from the lake and didn't plan anything, so uh, it's the audience's show tonight. Tell us what you want to talk about, and we'll talk about it. Oh,
Empty too.
MC10 is here.
Hey,
True. I had to take some poetic.
Um, actually,
Places.
do you want to join, and we can actually talk about like
Oh, that's a great idea.
an actual thing that's happening?
You're talking like nobody knows.
Well, yeah, but we can actually like talk about it.
But you could say we could talk about the channel. Okay, fine. Do it your way.
So yeah, what I was just talking about with Toon was he and I are starting a debate channel after watching modern day debate for about the past year or so,
Yeah, just mess it all up.
and they're horrible moderating.
Mm-hmm.
And then watching MC Toon on there about a week ago, and then Conspiracy Cats the very next day. Both receiving terrible moderation of their debates. I just said that's enough. There has to be a channel that can do debates correctly with good moderation, where we can actually get to the substance of the arguments. So I approached MC Toon and said, "Hey, why don't we start a channel?" And that's what we've done. Actually, can we put the URL in the
Mm-hmm. Cliff, you want to do that for me?
and there?
the new channel, yeah.
Yeah. So as we get debates lined up, we're going to put some old debates that we've had, MC Toon and I and other people in there.
Mm-hmm.
We won't be the only moderators. There's going to be other moderators.
Johnny O.
Yeah,
To do it.
people that we think can actually do proper moderation and not just let one of the debaters run all over the top of the other debater and just overtalk them,
I'll do it.
and and hold them to task, stay on topic, things like that channels like Modern Day Debate just simply do not do.
Amy was trash, man.
Oh, Amy was horrible, and it was funny when we showed that. And welcome, FC Toon, and
Hi.
your face when you looked at her and you just said, "This has to stop."
And when she said the stupidest thing I've ever heard anybody said, I sympathize. I'm sending out hearts. Oh
Right.
no!
What does
that mean even?
That's not a point of moderation. Is sending hearts. You're supposed to be. Oh Jesus! Go ahead. I'm sure you've got something to say.
Hello,
sorry. Let me get that little bit of the cough drop out of my mouth. Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, that was a crazy, interesting debate. So yeah, when Cliff said, "Hey, do you want to start a debate channel?" I'm like, you know what? I think it's about time. If anybody remembers back with the Non Sequitur show, there was some, there's good and bad with everything, and those were it was good, and then it just crumbled, and the mess that it brought was sad, and I had high hopes that Modern Day Debate could fill that gap, and in some ways it did, in some ways it did not. So I think Cliff and I have a good idea for how to do a debate channel, and we're gonna go for it here and see how it works.
Yeah, we had a talk about it, and we're pretty much on the same page as far as what constitutes a proper debate, and I think we can do this. I agree that the Non Sequitur show, they had good moderation. It was just that one of the participants was had
criminal.
some life struggles.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's why non sequitur was good, because someone who was running it did debate. Like, they understood from the other side, not just moderation. And I don't know, has James ever been in a debate?
I
don't know.
think so. He didn't debate on his own channel, but I think he
Wow,
had
that's
some.
sad.
But
Okay, forget it.
Outside of YouTube, maybe he did.
I think I heard him say that he did, but he actually was just a horrible moderator. And I mean, I've moderated debates. Tunes moderated debates. We know how to do it and how one should properly be moderated. So it's really going to be, I think, a good thing. So hopefully we can get some of the bigger names out there to come on and have some discussions and see what happens.
Yeah, I've had a couple, one person at least already reach out saying he was interested in being a debater. That's encouraging. So anybody that specifically, especially if you have experience, contact one of us. There's actually an email from on the channel, if you look at the channel, that Cliff and I both have access to. Of course, the kind of pro-science side, I think we're going to be plenty heavy on opportunities for debaters there. It's the other side, the people that might not be so much in favor of science, that
Right.
We're going to have to maybe, you got to seek them out a little more.
Right. Yeah. And I'm pretty much open to almost any topic, except for, things that might just be like horribly taboo.
YouTube will punish certain keywords and their AI doesn't understand context.
Exactly. So we got to be careful about those things, because Lord knows I've been bitten by it before.
Yeah. So did somebody drop the link in?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we're up to over 679 subscribers we're looking for 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. And then we're uploading these videos to get the watch time so that we can apply for monetization. So.
Right. Yeah. I just got back from the lake where I have almost no connectivity other than maybe being able to send a text here or there. So I'm going to upload a couple of videos tomorrow. Definitely my debate with Flat Earth Fokker and my one with Maryland Spirit Level. If that's not already on there, I don't know if you already uploaded that one.
No, one of those will come out tomorrow at noon Central Time. I've been doing them. So go.
Oh, okay, great.
Be sure to go watch them. Even if you've watched them already, go watch again just to get the view time.
Right.
I'm on my fourth go.
There you go.
Before we dropped the link, you had 632, so that's a big increase. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
So,
and there's a Twitter too. I created a Twitter. Let me see. There you go. I'll send it in the chat for people.
And let me get over here so I can actually see the chat. There we go. Now I can see the chat. So anybody that this is supposed to be an AMA, ask me anything type stream, but for anybody on the panel, ask us whatever you want. If you want to know why MC Toon loves Tab.
Oh, I've actually drank that. The actual stuff.
When I was a kid, it was a thing. Like,
it was a thing when I was a kid. Yeah,
you could get it anywhere.
Ugh, it's horrible stuff too.
It is. It's terrible.
The worst.
And there's nothing in here. Well, there's a little water.
Do y'all remember RC?
Yeah, Royal Crown Cola.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved it when I was a kid.
hated that too.
It was my favorite soda, and then they rebranded it, and that sort of killed it. But it was my favorite soda.
Wow.
I think now
I've always been a Pepsi girl.
I think Coke Classic is mine. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Well, cherry Coke. I like cherry Coke.
Oh, it's too sweet.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Some questions. I saw if you go through. Somebody asked how you met Mrs. SC.
through my second cousin. My second cousin sent me a message and said, "Hey, I know this girl. Um, she really needs somewhere to stay. She's out on the street." And I was
Oh,
like,
stop it. You are
It's
horrible.
So charitable. That's
No, but
heartwarming.
Wow.
it was through my second cousin that said, "Hey, I know this girl that you should, talk to." So that is how that happened. But the part about being on the street, no, not so much.
What'd you do for your regular job?
What do I do for my? I thought everybody knew what I do for my regular job. I'm a defense contractor, and I mostly work on submarines, updating the electronic fire control systems.
That's just a front.
He's
Okay.
lying. He actually works on defenses.
No, he's a
Oh, God.
He's a runway model. Have you seen him in an evening gown? Oh,
His bikinis are better.
so good.
My bikini pics are excellent. Oh, auditing the USA was that the real auditing the USA?
No, it's probably a kick again.
Um,
Oh, I don't think so, given what he put in.
What do you say?
I don't even want to say it.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Is he coming after me again?
No, he's going after OBT.
What?
that just it shows again what a horrible human being auditing the USA is. And that does make me believe that that's actually him, because
Yeah, then that's
he's
him.
that bad of a person.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
But yeah, so yeah, I work for a defense contractor as an engineer working on submarines, and I'm actually going to Groton, Connecticut right after Thanksgiving to do a job on one of the submarines out there. So
Going home.
yep, I'm going to be right across the street from the restaurant that Tina desperately wants a pizza from.
No, I don't.
Christo's.
No.
Yes, you do, because you get mad every time I
Polices.
send you a picture of when I buy Christo's.
It looks good, but not as good as Polices. How many screen doors did you have to install before you move up in rank? Thank you, Kick.
Just on the bottom of the submarine. It's okay.
I don't think MC2 knows the story.
I don't.
So,
He loves telling it, so I'll let him.
well, you could probably tell it better than
No,
me, but
it was
we were
no.
streaming one night and we were talking about submarines, and Tina asked if there were windows.
It was not his question. I thought I saw portholes once in a picture of a
that's
submarine.
Cute. It's cute. I love it.
And I've never lived it down since. Never.
So yeah,
So you can get some sunlight. You know.
yeah. So
I'm talking portholes. Portholes. It makes sense.
Yeah, so you can, look
Shut
at the,
up!
look at the sunset.
Oh my God! I thought you just.
windows on submarines. So great.
It made sense at the time.
Yeah, and to her, what color is the submarine? Is it yellow?
Yellow. Yeah, it's got to be yellow.
Yep.
No, hers is pink.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's pink. I actually have, because my favorite. They called it my favorite color, and they mashed it all together, and then the screen doors came, and it's just a no-ending torture on me.
Yeah. I mean, actually, honestly, on any ship, especially submarines, but there's not just one barrier from the sea. There has to be two. So you'll have one lock and then another, and if there's just going to be one, like if you're doing some sort of maintenance and there's only one barrier from the sea, then the commanding officer has to sign off on that for a temporary amount of time, because you're doing this maintenance. You're only going to have one barrier from
Oh,
the
wow.
seawater. So
Only
a
one screen
window
door.
would basically
Yeah, I get it. I
It just
get it.
simply couldn't happen.
You might want to do supers though, because
Yeah, I've seen some supers come in, and that's probably good conversation that we could come from that. So, Cliff, if you'd be so kind.
Yeah. All right. So Jeff Hart's for $50 says, I want to ask, why do you lie to us in every video? Your intro always ends with Glenn Serio saying, I'm a taxpayer, right? He said in court his only job is on YouTube, so he pays no taxes. Time for an intro update. LOL. Keep up the good work. Thanks.
I do actually have an answer for that, and this is something that I've heard a lot of auditors say, is that if they go to a town, especially when people are like, you say you're a taxpayer, but you're not even from here, they're like, oh, but I bought a soda earlier. Now,
that's not the type of taxes that does it.
Exactly. Plus, if being a paying sales tax qualifies you as being a full-fledged citizen of a place, why do I have to pay all these other taxes?
Mm-hmm.
Can't I just pay sales tax if that makes me a full-fledged citizen of a community?
I guess.
Yeah, but you rich people don't actually pay taxes.
Oh, I will fight you.
Yeah, you'll lose.
Yeah, you know, I pay lots of tax, so we're not going to get into that anyway.
All right. Pronoun 1990 for $4.99. There's a question. Me as a Catholic who does not believe the earth is not flat, do you have a problem with all type of non-flat earth Christians?
Can you read that slower?
Okay. Me as a Catholic who does not believe the earth is not flat, do you have a problem with all type of non-flat earth Christians?
Believes that the earth is not flat.
Does not believe the earth is not flat.
Oh, does not believe.
Two knots.
Do you want to field that one, Toon? Because
how about there's about 2 billion Christians and they all agree that the earth is a globe?
Mm-hmm.
It's an extremely fringe position that only the rather uneducated, as far as people that understand the Bible, they're uneducated, think that. So I don't know. It's not about religion at all. It's you just if you want to see the shape of something, you just go measure it. You don't need to look to the Bible to see how long a 2x4 is.
exactly, that's pretty much. It's not a religious thing at all, and unless somebody wants to try to shoehorn, like Rob Skiba did, just try to do all these mental contortions to try to make religion into a flat earth thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Michael Krause, Schrodinger's Cat, can you and Marvel Girl debate whether having windows, drapes, and shag carpet on a submarine is a good thing or bad?
Shag carpet, I would definitely say that's a definite no.
No, not in a submarine.
No.
Think how cozy it would make it. Right,
There's
right,
actually-
right, Marvel Girl. Come on, I'm getting your back on this one.
It would keep it warmer.
There's almost no places on ships that have carpet. I'm trying to think, like the captain and the XO stateroom. Sometimes on
Really?
the bigger ships will have carpet,
Wow.
and that's about it, because water is a thing, and pipes burst and all that, and things happen. So
Okay.
Mhm.
So pronoun 1990 is 199 says question 2. Will anyone debate lemon bird?
Lemon Bird? Didn't you debate Lemon Bird already?
Yeah,
Too?
I think I've had him on my show twice.
I don't think he's. I think he's a Poe.
No.
No.
I
No.
Wow.
I asked him once, if because he says that he's a flat earther because of being a Christian, and I asked him, and I said, Lemonbird, be honest with me. If you heard God tell you to kill your son, would you do it?
Mm-hmm.
And he said yes.
He's not the first one I've heard say that, though.
And I said, I don't believe that. I don't believe any human being would actually do that. So at that point, I just said, okay, I'm done with you. You're a Poe.
I've heard people say that. I honestly have one.
Yeah, and I don't think they're being honest with themselves, or they got some explaining to do to their children.
Yeah. Mrs. Schrodinger's Cat for $1.99 says it wouldn't let me send anything less. Thanks. Uncle
That's
Artie.
from last night, for those who don't know.
Okay.
He did that to us on our show.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my joke. She just stole it from me.
Oh, okay. Uncle Artie for $4.99 says, I'd love to be on the panel sometime. SC has been an inspiration to do my channel.
Oh, well, thank you. Glad I'm an inspiration to somebody.
That makes two.
Yeah, members. Do you do the members panel sometimes, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
If you
actually
remember it.
overdue to do one of those. Maybe that'll be next Sunday.
Like, I haven't said anything to you, but okay.
Well, I don't listen when you talk, so
This is true.
All right. Tones the Geek for $10 says, we need moderators who will call a party out for either claiming they're winning or demanding the other be respectful while they've been interrupting, insulting, and not actually answering questions.
Absolutely. And that's why they're doing that.
yeah, we could do a case study on the Darth Dawkins versus what was her name?
Oh, Shannon Q?
Shannon Q.
Yeah.
Like that was a case study in horrible moderation.
Oh, yeah.
It was
But she
bad.
handled it wonderfully.
Oh,
She
she
did.
destroyed him, and
And-
he's too stupid to know it.
Is that the one where he didn't claim that he was Darth Dawkins at first?
I'm not sure. It's the one where it got so bad that James muted him, and he unmuted himself and kept talking, and the response from James was just to laugh. Like, to me, that's you got maybe one chance to do that for me, and then you're just gone, and you're not coming back from that. As a moderator, you have to be, you're in charge, and if I mute you and you unmute, no, that's like it's a slap in the face to the moderator.
Yeah.
But he just giggled and just kept letting it happen.
James giggled?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he was just like, haha, how do you keep unmuting yourself?
He knows how he does it. Come
Right.
on.
It was really bad, but
James
it was
uses Zoom, and Zoom gives you the choice as the owner of the meeting to allow or not the other people to unmute themselves. You have the choice. He just didn't set it correctly.
Oh.
it's just it's that bad. He's a terrible moderator, and most of the moderators that he has to fill in for him are all terrible moderators.
Not a brat has a question.
Oh, Flirspective. I see you in the chat. You do need to be a panelist sometime. I agree. Can somebody put my email address in there for Flirspective?
Yep.
A former flat earther who was actually an honest person, and when he realized that there was, the evidence dictated that the earth was not flat, he was like, oh, okay, the earth isn't flat. Pretty good dude, even when he was a flat earther. And I think MC Toon will agree with me. Even when he was a flat earther, we all said, at least he seems like a decent dude that actually is trying to get to the truth, and he ended up, getting to the truth.
Cliff, can you ask the one on the screen before you go? Mrs. Schrodinger wants it too.
Has a question. When you met Mr. Schrodinger's cat, was it love at first sight, or did she have to beat some common sense into you?
No, I actually, when we first met, I think it was maybe like 30 minutes into the interaction, I told her, does this smell like chloroform? So from there,
went
it was
quick.
just,
Yeah.
off to the races after that.
Jesus.
Yeah. You would be amazed what duct tape can do for a relationship.
Oh my God! Stop now, please.
Stick
stop
together,
now.
anyways. Okay. Moving on. Pronoun 1990 for $4.99 says, I'm willing to do a debate and learn how to do it. Question 3. What happened to AT2 Productions? Because he's a greedy guy in my eyes. Okay.
We don't talk about that.
I don't really have anything good or bad to say on that topic, one way or the other. So,
okay. Some old dude for $5 says, RC Cola is still available in Indiana. We drink it often.
Really?
Yeah, you can still find it. I don't know if it's the same formula that it was like back in the 80s because it was honestly my favorite soda.
You know what you can't get anymore though?
But you can't?
No, it's they stopped making it I think a year ago.
You got like the last cans.
So I just refill them with water, but don't tell the flat earthers they
I would never.
They all get triggered.
Wait,
when
I've heard you open.
No, it's a different can. I have.
Oh my God.
I drink Zevia. It's a sugar-free,
Yeah, I know it is.
naturally sweetened. So I have them sitting right here, 2 of them, the can of Tab with water in it, and then I'll crack open the Zevia and then pick this up.
You're too much.
Yeah, it's just off the trick. They don't know.
So I've got a little refrigerator right here down in my studio.
Neat.
Oops, I'm not going to.
Don't open that one.
Ooh.
Don't open that.
Or actually, no. They have some cute retro refrigerators that size.
All right.
Moving on. Okay. Andrew Needle, new member. Welcome to Because Reasons.
Woo!
Shrinkfellow Hawk, new member. Welcome to Tasers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tasers, big time.
Because Reasons, I think, is your top.
Oh, really? Yeah.
The LG for $4.99 says, did you all see Mac Parhar pass from COVID? Any feelings?
We had a whole, well, not a whole stream about it, but yeah, we did talk about it on stream. It's tragic, but who didn't see that coming?
Exactly.
The same thing happened to Rob Skiba.
Yep.
Who, as he was on a ventilator, his family was trying to check him out of the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
At least that's the reports that I heard, that they were so insistent that it wasn't real.
Oh no.
They were trying to take him home.
I can confirm. I spoke to somebody that I had dinner with somebody that knows well.
Oh gosh.
That just a couple days before he passed.
Wow.
That, I don't even know what the word would be for that besides stubborn.
Oh, it's horrible. There was a
Scary.
There was a news story that's it's on YouTube. It's pretty widely seen that a nurse, an ICU nurse, that she said that she just goes home and cries because as people are actively dying,
Oh my God.
and they're trying to tell this person, you need to, contact your family
Oh my God.
and get them in here. They're like, no, everything's fine. I'm going to be okay. And they're like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
And she said she just goes home and, sometimes she just,
I can imagine.
yeah, she just goes home and cries because there's something about that level of
Denial.
cognitive dissonance that it's just tragic.
Scary even.
Yeah. Well, Robert David Steele. So somehow he used to work for the CIA, but he went crazy off the edge. He had been doing the summer. He'd been doing a tour, and he got it. And his last video was from the hospital where he said his lungs are not working, but denied the cause. And then
Oh wow.
that was it. Of course, all of his people are like, they did it.
Yeah.
The nameless, faceless they.
Yeah, the flat earthers out there are coming up with all manner of reasons that that flat Earth fucker met his demise.
We even saw one that says he's
except-
alive.
Yeah.
What's that?
Someone said he's alive.
Yes, there is the rumor out there that him and
Skiba.
Rob Skiba are both still alive,
Oh
much like Elvis. So they're probably all hanging out.
Yeah.
They're in Antarctica.
Elvis actually owns a bowling alley in Albert Lea, Minnesota. Everybody knows this. It's called King's Lanes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I should have known.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, go for karaoke night on Thursdays. It's pretty good.
Oh, I'd be nervous in front of him.
Some-
We had one of our, oh sorry, Cliffy.
Oh,
one of
go ahead.
our viewers, Banana Provider, is a nurse, and she just wrote me a letter this morning about how tough it's been the last year and a half or so. But
Yeah.
just saying. Go ahead.
All right. Some old dude for $5 says, "Didn't the Beatles' Yellow Sub have a porthole? Also, maybe the Nautilus in the Disney movie."
There you go. I knew I saw it somewhere.
What's an Enigma for $5 says, "I noticed you have a PO box listed. Do people actually send you random stuff? Like what?"
We've been opening it.
Yeah, I've done many unboxings. Here's some right here. Keychains.
Is that the AMG loves you?
I've got that one right here.
Yay. It's not just a keychain. You can put it on your luggage or your jacket.
Yeah. Somebody sent me a USS Enterprise model
Ooh.
that I haven't had time to put together yet, but
You should do a stream and do it.
That's no Starship.
Yeah, what's that? That's not the Enterprise.
No, this is that's the one from World War II. It's CV6. So it's not even the Enterprise that I sailed on was CVN 65, which was the first nuclear submarine. But that's the one from World War II.
Cool.
We've had multiple Enterprises, and they're building one. That's going to be in service pretty soon.
Cool.
I don't know what its number is, but we're going to have another Enterprise.
You said the one in World War II was 6?
Yeah, CV6.
And you were on 65?
Yes.
Are there that many between them, or is it
Yes.
just something else? Really?
Well, I don't want to. Sometimes they'll skip some numbers, but typically they don't. So at any given time, the U.S. will have about 12 to 13 active carriers in service. So that time frame sounds about right.
Wow.
Because I know that the Enterprise CVN 65 came in service just before Vietnam. So that time frame sounds about right, because I think they just put CVN 78 into service.
Wow.
I want to say.
That's a lot of boats.
What's the Ford? The USS Ford.
Gerald Ford?
Yeah, the Gerald R. Ford. What's that one? That's the newest one. Somebody in the chat.
In the meantime, Miss Mandy wants to know, McToon, who? Why do I keep saying that? MC Toon, who is the most aggravating person you've ever debated, and what made that person frustrating?
Oh, that's a good question. There have been a few. Alex Stein on Modern Day Debate. That was frustrating because I couldn't talk.
Oh, he was awful.
He was terrible.
I mean, he built a gallows in front of us. He tied the most beautiful knot. He built a trap door underneath himself.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
he
he did.
stuck his head right in there by when I talked about semiconductors, and he didn't
That
even
was
know
so
what that meant.
funny.
He's like superconductors and full conductors and partial conductors.
Fully automatic.
Yeah.
He had no idea that a semiconductor was a computer chip.
Mm-mm.
And then he also he claimed he talked about the Van Allen belts,
Yeah.
and he's like, it would ruin film. I'm like, well, what kind of radiation is in it?
Right.
Bad radiation.
Bad radiation.
Negative
Radiation.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, he was ready to go, and he was about to pull the lever himself, and he's like, oh crap, I better just start interrupting.
Yep.
Right. Oh, and I got lucky. I was right.
Mm-hmm.
The Gerald R. Ford is CVN 78.
Oh wow.
So
Red Pill was also frustrating. Don't you think?
I think he was a Poe as well.
I think you have a good case for Red Pill being a Poe, but yeah, he was trying to frustrate me. But to actually the most frustrated I've ever been is probably the first time that I talked with Joey Rocha.
Oh, yeah.
Because I strung him up. He's like, you can only use peer-reviewed science, and then he brought up Michelson Morley. And, he made claims about it. And I put it up on screen. I said, well, okay, where do they conclude what you just said they concluded? He hasn't read it.
No.
Right.
No.
No.
They never read them. They read the Google blurb.
No, then he's like, no, not the Google blurb. They listen to YouTube videos from flat earthers.
True.
All they know is what some other flat earthers. So then he brought up Michelson Gale and said, oh, well, let's look at Michelson Gale, which measured rotation. And I read the part where it talked about it, and then he flipped out. And I actually, that's the one time I yelled at him. And so there's a headphone warning if you're going to watch that.
That was a good one. He speaks of himself in the third person. Who does that?
But to give credit where it's due, he has been going after different topics that the nutcases go after, typically believe in, and he's been knocking them off. He does not think that this disease is fake.
Wow.
I've heard that, yes.
He does not think that that jets run on compressed air. He doesn't take the Mandela effect. He's way against the Mandela effect. So the list of things that he's been ticking off that normally these conspiracy people go for, he's chucking them all out. I'm like, dude, you're gonna get to flat Earth eventually.
Does he still think volcanoes are fake?
That's just clickbait.
Okay, good.
He does understand that they're fake, but the stereotypical one that we see in the movies, where it's it's a cone that comes up and the lava like blasts out of the top of it. He finally said, that's what he doesn't believe is real, and he's pretty much right on that. But he used it, like Toon said, for clickbait.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Rebecca Lynn for $5 says, my husband worked for MARMC on subs as an engineer in Norfolk. Thank you for your work with the military.
Well, thank your husband. So MARMC is we call it MARMAC, the Mid-Atlantic Regional Maintenance Center. So that's the civilian folks that work on ships and aircraft and other things. And I do a lot of work with them in my current job. So yeah, shout out to all the Marmac guys out there.
Cool. Colony L3 for $2 says, have you paid AMG yet? Insert B word.
Another one.
She hasn't yelled at me yet today because I have not paid. Sunday is payday for AMG, and she hasn't yelled at me yet. So I'll eventually pay her today.
All right. Michael Krause for $10 says, MC, her submarine is pink, has windows, pink drapes, and pink shag carpeting. She even went the extra mile and installed pink waterproof screen doors.
Oh my god.
Waterproof screen doors.
That's good.
I think that's a contradiction in terms.
That's some high-tech stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Top secret.
Hmm. Alex J, new member. Welcome to Skeptics. Vaping Pax, member for 2 months. Tasers. Can we have a debate about cat versus dogs between Artie and Mike the lawyer?
Mm,
Oh, that'd be a good one. I'm going dogs on that one.
me too.
Doug Donnie.
Both?
No disrespect to cats.
I love them both, but I want a dog.
Yeah. Doug Donahue for $10 says, MC Toon, could you please let this fine audience know what we have all learned about cations recently?
Oh yes, please. That was beautiful. Oh my god, I love that so much.
That was good. I remember
Trey Hutchinson claimed to be a mechanical engineer. When I pulled out my, oh yeah, I got it right here. I pulled out my engineering math book.
He got scared.
He got a little triggered. He's like, "Well, this isn't about my education." Like he had brought it up. He had said he had a diploma that he could show. Anyway, then he tried to claim that Antarctica was made of salt by reading an actual peer-reviewed paper that said that halite, which is a rock that contains a large amount of salt, halite is ubiquitous.
Mm-hmm.
He thought that meant that Antarctica was made of it. But anyway, then the next sentence is sodium was the main cation, and he read cation. So if you don't know, a cation is a positively charged ion. He didn't know that. A mechanical engineer,
not even close,
takes chemistry classes in university, at least a full year of chemistry classes. And he didn't. And so I had him read it several times. I said, that's not a cation, that's a cation. He denied it. He doubled down. He tripled down. He declared that he's tripling down on it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, if you want to watch
that was brilliant.
I have a
10-minute
video.
You spent like 20 minutes getting him. He didn't double down.
Saying it and
he
saying
tripled, quadrupled, and sextupled down on it.
Even when you brought in the movie and said, "This is that scene."
Oh yeah, this is from A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't even realize what he's talking about. I'm
Not
like, this is like from A Few Good Men when he breaks and he admits that he did the wrong stuff. And Tom Cruise says the witness should leave. He has rights. And the guy's like, what rights? That's what he did. That's what he did.
Oh, great. You guys should watch it, really.
He kept saying cation after you explained to him that it was a
category
ion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he kept calling it a cation.
Oh, it was hard. It was so sweet. It really was, guys. You gotta watch it, really.
So there's the whole debate on there, and then I have like a little summary of that one part. If you want to go watch those were silly. Yeah.
Glorious.
It was true.
It almost reminds me to a lesser degree of when I asked Flat Earth Fokker if he was willing to use violence to further the Flat Earth movement, and he said no. And I said, well, what about this video where you said that you wanted to get a bunch of Flat Earthers together and go take over, I think it was Denmark? And he said he wanted to take over Denmark and sodomize their politicians and then institute, that's what he said, and then institute a flat earth government. And he said, oh yeah, I think I did say that.
Well, Latter-day Saints, didn't he say the same thing about he'd get violent for it?
Yeah, there's plenty of flat earthers out there that have stated that they're willing to be violent.
He said it on MC Toon's debate with him.
Who's Latter-day Saints?
Yeah. He was horrible.
Oh, he is
he had nothing.
No, yeah, he
never nothing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anybody that's holds a fringe view like that, where they're so convinced that it's true, it's it's not hard to get anybody to do despicable things in furtherance of getting that view out there. I mean, just look at the suicide bombers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get Clippy.
Some old dude for $5 says subs should have cozy fireplaces. So what if it's big?
Yeah, because
Where are you gonna have the chimney?
right. Let's just use
Even
all the
I
oxygen.
wouldn't think of that.
It's a fake
You
fireplace.
just have a chimney next to the
heat.
periscope.
Yeah.
You just have a chimney next to the periscope, right?
Stop it, Cliff. You stop.
Just snorkel it out because
Alex Day for $5 says, my 16-year-old daughter and I have been watching you for a long time.
Oh.
oh, thank you.
They probably meant MC2.
Yeah. Judy Bassett for £10 says, do submarines have brigs?
Yeah, in a way, yes.
I'm going home.
Well,
it stops the tires from spinning.
you just reverse your engines, So
No,
yeah,
a brig.
It's called Navy lingo. We call it just a backing bell.
No, I think they mean like a jail.
Brig, BRIG.
Oh,
Yeah.
brig.
Oh, brig.
Oh. Doesn't every ship have to have
No, the bigger ones do. So on aircraft carriers, you definitely have a brig. On the larger amphibious ships like LHDs, you'll have a brig. And in a pinch, what they'll do is in the hangar bay of some of the ships, they'll just make a makeshift bridge. But fun fact, on a lot of the ships, they use saltwater flush toilets. But in the brig, and some ships be the only place that has freshwater toilet because they don't want the prisoners drinking salt water to intentionally make themselves sick.
Oh my God, get out.
Yep.
Oh,
True
crazy.
story.
Huh.
That's not even that's gross.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Well, the prisoners, so they're trying to make themselves sick so they can go to the hospital, which is a better chance of escaping. Escaping. I said escaping.
All right. Stephen Alley for $2 says, can AMG get a raise? She works hard.
Oh.
Nobody knows how much she makes. So how do you know she's not making enough?
Because they know you.
Ouch.
Yeah, because I'm such a stingy person.
Arian Rod, member for 7 months, Skeptics. From the conversation last night, did you pay Marvel and Nicole today? I think we've covered that. Well, not the Nicole one.
Here's one from Plot Hole. Can you read that?
Yeah. So Plot Hole for the folks. The documentary's off for final review.
No. The one on screen, baby.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the stream. My main question: how much does Mrs. Cat pay to make SC take his shirt off versus keep it on?
I gotta think about that question.
I mean, he's usually wearing the evening gown already.
Right. Yeah.
It depends on if he's wearing a bra.
It's called a bro.
Oh, bro. Sorry.
Bro.
My bad.
A man's ear.
Yeah.
Gia,
It's the corset that she, really has to talk me into.
Oh my God. Go ahead.
Gia for $49.99. Schrodinger'S Cat, how did you meet Mrs. SC and how did you propose to that lovely lady? Good work, all. Give AMG a raise. So I guess the question is, how did you propose? Because we already heard how you met her.
That was the chloroform thing. By the time she came to, the papers were signed. So
just answer it.
It was very uneventful. I bought a ring. I said, how about we do this? And it was sort of like okay.
You are so romantic. I can't even.
Heartwarming.
I know it was.
Wow.
I said up front that it was boring.
You really are. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, the earlier, stages of our courtship wasn't boring because there was the one time when I said, you can scream all you want, nobody's going to hear you way out here. But it, it sort of fell off, as we got into the later stages of our
Yeah, I mean,
courtship.
the romance changes over time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Judy, you got this for $9.99. Says, with the decline of critical thinking today, would you consider using the debate channel as a training center for moderators? Maybe on Discord, practice debates,
Sure.
how to debate without getting nasty.
I mean,
idea.
honestly, I think that, and Toon can answer this as well, but I think that debate is a healthy thing to get people to learn how to think critically. And, and I've done this myself in debate, come to the realization that I wasn't even thinking about that correctly. Because, somebody will propose a topic to you and say, well, have you thought about it this way? And you're like, damn, I was wrong. Now, what shows somebody as actually a person of character is somebody that can say, you know what, I was wrong, and own up to it, and then change going forward instead of doubling down, which is what a lot of flat earthers do. And that's why I have a lot of respect for Flirspective, who's in the chat, that he was man enough to say, you know what, I was wrong. And then he got blasted by all the flat earthers out there because there is a price to be paid for going against the narrative, especially when you're in what is essentially a cult. And so I'll let MC Toon say his piece about that.
Can't get enough of Perspective. I love his videos. It does, when you approach it correctly, and my guess is that flat earthers never do, but rarely do. You hear somebody make a claim and you're like, oh, that sounds right, I want to repeat it, but you can't do that. You've got to know that you can back up any claim that you make. So when I've seen people say that amateurs can bounce lasers off the retroreflectors that the Apollo missions left. They can't. I looked that up. You cannot.
No.
You don't have enough money to build the proper size laser and the proper size telescope to retrieve it.
You got to have a really big power supply just to be able to, generate that amount of power.
Yep.
Really?
So, yeah. So it would have been a fabulous thing to be able to claim in a debate.
Yeah.
But you can't. So I needed to know whether or not I could make that claim. I heard it. I looked it up, and so now when I see people say that, like on Facebook, it's not too common, but I've seen it. I'll jump in, and they think usually that I'm a flat earther if they don't know who I am, because they get defensive instantly. I'm like, that's not the right way to debate. So,
All right.
And it's the same thing with sovereign citizens and auditors, that they'll just repeat something that they heard another one. Of their comrades say.
They heard it 10 times from 10 different people.
Right. They never
That's the
bothered to look it up.
confirmation. That's all the confirmation they needed.
Oh, wow.
And how often is it that it takes about 30 seconds, maybe a minute, to look it up?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Tones the Geek for $5 says, has anyone ever located and reached out to P. Barnes for an interview and to rewatch his video? Does he even know he's a legend?
That would actually be something.
I've been low key trying.
Yeah,
I did get somebody though for you. I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, I don't know if he would be willing to, especially if he's still in his job. He probably wouldn't, be able to do that. But that would be cool, especially if he's retired, and in which case he'd be, probably free to do it.
I think I heard somewhere he was retired. So
I could have sworn back when, what was it, Inside Edition did the thing about Robbie that they interviewed him, didn't they? Don't you remember that?
Yeah, but if it was a big place like that, then they probably had, the PAO, involved in it, and all the questions were vetted up front and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corrections 101 member for 2 Month Skeptic says, just saying hi, big cat. Zap, zap, scat, scat. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we need more zaps. We need to get
We do.
we need to get more of that.
Pronon 1990 for $1.99 says, question, where the hell is Super Suco?
Don't know what that means.
SUPRSUPKO. Doesn't ring a bell to anyone?
Mm-mm.
Spell it again.
SUPRSUPKO.
Oh, Spurs chemo.
Oh, Spurkismo.
Is that who you're talking about?
Also
Whatever
a
his
Poe.
name is. Chemo, yeah.
I'm 99% sure that he's a Poe, because he's so over the top flat Earth that I just don't believe anybody could be that deep into the rabbit hole. Toon, what do you think?
I debated him.
Yes, you did.
I started out by asking, so do you have a map? And then another thing. And he's like, nope. And I go, oh, well, you already lost already, but let's just keep going for fun. He's like, okay.
Right.
There's the other one, though, that I've been looking for. He was on everybody's. He debated Reds, too. He has that froggy voice, like really bad. Like, rrr. Like he harasses people at the atheist experience as well.
Oh, the kid from New York.
Yeah.
Oh, what was his name?
He was fun.
I don't,
because he was all in.
Yeah, I don't think he's a Poe.
No, not at all. That's the thing. He would get really bad.
There was a girl on the atheist experience,
that was
and she
orbital.
She
was in orbital stuff.
Yeah, she was a PhD physics
student
candidate.
Yeah,
and she was like in her third year, so she knew all about orbital mechanics.
She was great.
And she just destroyed him.
Wotan?
And he walked away.
Wotan, yes,
Wotan, yeah.
That's Captain Cardinal got that. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah.
Has anybody heard of him lately? Did you ever debate him?
Not in a couple of years.
I was scheduled at least, definitely once, maybe even twice on Modern Day Debate, and then it didn't happen.
Oh. Victor, his name was. Thank you.
Yeah, Victor. Victor's his actual name. Yeah, but he goes by Wotan.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah.
But he's another one of those that will just go into a debate and get destroyed.
Crazy.
And then claim victory.
And he runs victory laps.
Yes. Right. He will never. He's crazy.
Well, how about Victor Crute? Yeah. Derp squirrels.
Yeah, the secret agent in His Majesty's service, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, he's a 4-star general in the United States too. He says.
Yeah, because he's a Boy Scout. He's a Boy Scout in Britain. That makes him a 4-star general in the United States.
I remember that. Yeah, that was special.
He every once in a while he starts sending me messages on either Discord or Facebook, and he'll send 100 messages, and I'll go in. I'll just say, so no evidence then, and then he sends another 100.
Oh no.
Yeah, what is it with these people? Legalized Drugs does that to me every now and then. Like he'll just send me like dozens of emails, and I'll respond with like one, and then that'll make him send another dozen. Because he recently said that he would drop the lawsuit if something. I forgot what he wanted. He wanted some small concession, and then he would drop the lawsuit against me. And I said, "There's absolutely no way you're dropping this lawsuit. This is way too much fun."
Yeah, but he did anyway. They say that Wotan was on Modern Day Debates a few months ago.
He's been on Modern Day Debate, yeah.
Yeah, he was. I can't remember who he debated.
Team Skeptic, he did.
Oh, I think, yeah.
Oh, so I'm sure we can get to him through G-Man, and he's not hard to find.
Yeah.
Oh, G-Man. I haven't
Oh.
seen G-Man in a long time either.
Thank God. I thank God every day I don't see him.
I'd rather talk to the G-Man from Half-Life than that G-Man.
Oh wow.
God. Okay,
He was
so
so special.
Amy for $5 says, "Guess who has 1.5 thumbs and is bad at using a bandsaw? This gal." That's good. Pronoun 1990 for $1.99 says, "Question: Where is why you were an idiot person?"
Oh, jeez. That was my first debate.
That yeah.
Wasn't he? What was his shtick? I can't remember.
He thought he was smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't like a lot of times they have like one particular thing that they.
Yeah, he's like the Yggdrasil, the tree that was in the middle of the flat Earth, which he pulled from the Bible, which of course was in a dream in the Bible.
Right.
Yep.
Never even remotely claimed it was real. But then he'd be like, "Oh, there's giants," and he'd show pictures of like that were definitely faked.
The pareidolia guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he I think he said that the giants he was talking about are not like big Neanderthals. They were the ones from like the anime. Anybody know the anime? Titan something?
Like what they with
Clash
the
on
Nephilim.
Titan or something like that.
Nephilim is
Clash of
what
the
they
Titans?
I think
Yeah,
were called
no,
in the Bible.
the anime. Cliff.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
I know
not
what
sure.
I'm talking about.
So look it up.
But I mean, there's lots of different flavors of flat earthers. Like there's the one guy, what's it?
Attack on Titan.
Was it what's it gets it? The one that says that level
Oh,
is flat.
Can I?
No.
Bev is level is flat.
I need to ask a question of MC2.
Yes.
The difference between Witsit from the first time he was on your show to the second time, night and day. What happened?
He got a giant ego. So the first video on the new SE Tunes show channel, it was my first debate with Witsit, and he had never been on YouTube before, I don't think.
Oh.
That was probably December of 2019, and then in February of 2020, I think, was the next one. And he had been given a free laptop by either Dearth or Bob Nodell, and had been inducted into the Globebusters Hall of Shame, and had been on the panel and stuff. And I confused him because I listened to when he was on and I quoted him. And the grammar was wrong, and I quoted him word for word, and he kept saying, why are you, he couldn't get over the bad grammar of the quote, and he didn't realize it was him.
Because he's one of those people who uses big words to act and sound intelligent.
Yeah.
And that drives me crazy. You know. But the difference in attitude, because he was listening to you in the first one, taking it in. The next time I saw him, and even he's worse now.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, he doesn't even cuss, bro.
Oh man!
Like that little music video that you made, just
those are great.
Like him saying, "I don't even cuss, bro," and then playing clips of him cussing was just
brilliant.
Oh, it was. Yeah, it
I'll
was.
put that the chat there for anybody wondering what it is.
I don't even cuss, bro. And then
there's another one that you did with him, right?
No, I did one with Nathan Oakley
and Steele.
And Mark Steele.
Steele. He's a
Mark very, very expert.
Yep.
He's a nutter.
Oh, he is.
No, he's just a straight up charlatan. He knows that he doesn't believe any of that nonsense. He's just too lazy to get a job.
He can't get a job. He went to prison for shooting a girl in the head.
Right.
And he was a laborer up right. He was probably we think a welder.
No, he was a weapons expert.
He claims. So in 93, when he shot the girl in the head, the newspaper article said he was a fitter and a part-time bouncer. And then he went
Wow.
to prison and then came out of prison. And then somehow since then, he declares that he is a weapons expert.
And that he did all these things.
It's
He
sort of
served
like
here, he served there, and I'm like, but you were in prison all that time.
He's such an expert that he can't properly use one, apparently.
right.
Yeah.
What's
It's
the
sort of
story
like
of the
when,
girl though? Oh,
News Now Houston talks about when he was down in South America hunting Nazis.
Yeah, in the 80s.
mm.
Like, hold on, you were in prison in the 80s.
Yep.
He was like, nope, in South America hunting Nazis.
Oh my God.
Like, no, legit, dude, you were in prison for
It's
rape,
public record.
you know.
But what?
Yeah. Another person that copyright struck my channel and lost.
And then, so the third video I did was with Nathan Oakley, and his, I mean, he's not really well closeted. He definitely has some dreams and fantasies that he likes to talk about.
yeah.
In his
Oh
ball
my
streams
god, he's
constantly.
gross.
He's
He's disgusting.
yeah.
What is it with, like,
Yeah, rape and
why are they all terrible people?
oh, disgusting.
That's the age-old question, the chicken and the egg, right? Does Flat Earth make people horrible, or does Flat Earth collect horrible people?
Mm.
Yeah.
I think
Nature versus nurture, maybe.
did you have another video though, a short of Witsit debunking the Black Swan?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. Okay.
It wasn't short, it was 1,000
No.
times.
Yeah, that was not short. You're right.
But it wasn't actually 1,000 times, and one person counted them. And he's in the chat. Flurfspective counted the correct number of times
Get
that Austin debunked the flat Earth, and put in the comment. And I think I pinned that comment even.
How many times was it?
You'll have to go look.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
like what was the guy Ben, the comedian that became a flat earther.
Sorry?
Owen Benjamin.
Owen
Yeah.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
I made the video about him, and the last like 3 minutes was just him saying, and none of these were repeats. The last like few minutes of the video was just him just saying the Jews, the Jews, the Jews, the Jews.
Wow.
And
None
that's
of them-
why social media kicked him off everywhere.
Nathan
He's gone. He's
Nathan-
totally gone.
Nathan Thompson calls them the small hats because he's being clever and he doesn't
No,
want
he's
to get.
not.
Well,
Yeah,
he
he
thinks
thinks
he's
he
being
is.
clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always said that flat Earth and anti-Semitism is inextricable. They're connected at the hip.
Yeah. So Stephen Alley for $2 says, "What did you do to deserve Mrs. SC?"
He got lucky. He won the lottery of life.
Chloroform. I've already said this.
Okay.
Moving on.
It's somebody asked, "Are you ever up in Groton for work?" I literally just said
Just said that.
I'm gonna be up in Groton right after Thanksgiving. So yes, I'm up in Groton
If you
quite
have a
often.
day, if you have a day
Lots.
off,
Lots of submarines up there.
go to Stanford and go to Polici's.
Stanford.
Stanford. I said Stanford.
Stamper?
Stanford.
Go to Luigi's, like his
Luigi.
house.
Polici's.
It's Mario's brother.
Stop it.
Mario.
Just like knock, and then when he
Steve.
answers, choke.
Y'all
him out.
racist, okay?
He's a plumber.
Y'all racist.
All right.
I know we're talking about a game, right?
Oh.
I love that game.
Go ahead.
All right. Big Spock for $5 says, "Hey, brother, the Finn, RO from SSN 760 and 719. Keep up the good work."
760 and 719. I haven't worked on either of those, but yeah.
Okay. Simon Mitchner for £5 says, "I think the only way Schrodinger's cat will give Marvel Girl a raise is to buy her some pink platform boots."
Oh my god. I have them, by the way, so no need.
Okay. Some old dude for $5 says, "It puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again."
Oh, my
Oh, let's get married. More hose, please.
God.
Some old dude for $5 says hams can bounce signals off the moon, but not the retro reflectors.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can definitely do a moon bounce with a ham radio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that will tell you just based on the speed of light how far away the moon is. Sorry, flat earthers.
So that you know what they're left with? Denying the speed of light.
Yes, they
Good
do
job.
deny the speed of light, which is insane because radar.
The number of things that would stop working if we didn't actually know the speed of light.
Well, yeah, like laser rangefinders, radar, just so interferometers.
I mean, the length of a meter is defined by the speed of light,
Yeah,
and cesium clocks, which they also like to deny.
yeah, yeah. Cesium-133 is used in atomic clocks,
Okay.
which is the most precise measuring device in the world. Like of every measuring device, the atomic clock is more precise than any other. I think it's accurate. What is it? 1 second in 10,000 years. That's how
Something like
precise
that. Yeah.
that clock is.
Michael Murphy for Canadian $2 says they did the moon thing on Mythbusters.
Yep.
Okay.
I miss
ICP
Me
Mythbusters.
Yeah, it was a good show.
too.
The original with
Adam.
Adam Savage and
um,
the other guy,
The walrus.
the guy with the beret.
The walrus.
He looks like a walrus, does he not?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they were
I love
really
him.
smart dudes. That
Oh
were,
yeah. And cool.
yeah. They were really good at doing lots of sort of like a jack of all trades. They could,
Oh, they were Jamie Heineman.
Jamie
Thank you.
Hunt,
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Dear Squirrels. They were special effects guys.
Oh, Jamie Heineman. Yeah.
yeah. And
Oh,
it got less good when they brought all the other people on, just because
There was that one cute guy. Sorry.
no idea. Didn't care how cute they were, cared about the science, but
ICBM catcher for $9.99 says, I think the flat earthers are genius because they get others to debate an absurd claim. It's like getting someone to argue 2 + 2 = ball bearings. Can't you see they're playing you?
yeah, I mean, there is some of that. Like they just want to, be on the show. Just like the guy that I brought on for the fake debate. Recently he had like 600 subscribers, and he thought that he was going to get on by disrespecting OPT. So I brought him on under the pretext that he had to apologize, and then as soon as he did, I kicked him off. So,
let me say that the speed of light thing. The flat earthers that dispute the speed of light also, when you ask them about GPS, they say it's radio triangulation and LORAN. This is a comment by Moose Cat. It's perfectly correct. These things are about knowing the speed of light. So the same flat earthers that deny the speed of light accept the speed of light for how GPS works.
Right. Even if GPS was ground based, you would still have to know the speed of light.
Yep.
Which is 186,000 miles per second.
Oh wow! One of the guys that you said ruined Mythbusters died.
Oh yeah, Grant. Yeah, Grant died.
I didn't know that.
Jeez.
Yeah. I'm not taking responsibility for that.
He's young.
Yeah, no kidding. He was like 40 or something.
Couldn't be much more.
Yeah, it's like that Trevor Moore, the comedian that died. Remember?
Yeah.
Fell off his balcony. Yeah, it's tragic.
Yeah, and that camera girl on the set of that movie recently.
Oh god.
She was young.
God, yeah.
Go ahead.
That was a joke. Everybody laugh.
It was a joke.
Haha. Haha.
Great Big Rands for $5 says, okay, I'm going to throw gas on the fire. Opinion of the Rittenhouse case.
Oh,
That's a good topic for the new debate channel.
yeah, it really is.
That
So
really is.
send a message if you want to take one or the other sides, and I think you could we could have a good debate on that.
Yeah, that would be a good debate.
Yeah. As long as people stayed civil. Joshua Lee, member for 3 months, Taser, says, is there a head flurf? I know in the soft community, lots of people look up to Earl. Also, what about the one that thinks rock formations are body parts?
The pareidolia guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
A head flurf. We
I-
talk about the Papa
I guess
flurf.
it would
Everybody
have to be
has a
Eric
Papa
Dubé.
flurf. Yeah, there's Eric. There's also Mark Sargent. There's Rob Skiba. There's
Not Rob Skiba anymore.
yeah. Oh no, crocodile tears right here for him.
Brought it on himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Sargent, I guess maybe what's the guy that with the interferometer that said
That's Bob Nodell. Yeah, the 15
Bob
degrees
Nodell.
per hour.
Whatever happened to the other guy that was Bob Nodell's sidekick?
Jaron.
Where's he gone?
He has his own channel. He's on Globebusters, and he's good friends with Alex Stein, the Conspiracy Castle guy that bailed from, or that wouldn't debate me.
Toxic guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's horrible. That Alex Stein guy.
I'm gonna be doing a video on him because he said that he would be happy to debate me anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So perfect for the new
said
channel.
that. Absolutely. So I'm gonna do a little video on the responses to that particular tweet that he did.
Yeah, put your money where your mouth is.
Yes.
Early December would be great.
Yeah, I'll don't hold your breath.
He's scared. He definitely knows he wouldn't win in a fair debate
Oh yeah.
where he has to bring evidence and not
yeah.
just claims. Please.
Yeah.
Who's
wait
guy in the chat? Is he?
I believe MC Tune wants to say his goodbyes.
I should head out. I just popped in quick because I saw you're going here. So maybe this we'll see if we can get something going here to do just an introductory stream here, Cliff.
Yeah.
Maybe in about a week, and then about maybe 2 weeks after that, we'll try to get something lined up for our first full debate.
Yep. It sounds like a plan. I think we've got a winning strategy going on to, have a good channel where people can come and, have their opinions held up to scrutiny.
Yep. All right. Thanks a lot, and have a great night tonight, guys.
Good night.
Yep.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for showing up.
Bye. That was I was shocked he came in on Sunday.
Yeah.
He doesn't go near YouTube on the weekends usually.
No, not typically. He usually
It's family time.
Yeah, family time for him.
Mhm.
So
And I do respect that so much. Mike 71 says more work for AMG. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I need to talk to you about that because I think you're going to be the producer if you're, willing to do so.
We'll talk about it.
All right. Charlie Girl.
I definitely want to be a producer, not the producer.
No, what Toon and I have talked about was having multiple producers, but having one head producer, and that would be you.
Oh.
So,
oh wow. Okay.
You would be able to pick the other ones as you think that how capable they are at doing the job.
Okay. Cool.
And that was his
There's
idea.
A lot of really good ones out there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Charlie Girl 87. Welcome to Debunkers. P. Barnes for $4.99 says, Schrodinger, do you fix the windows on the submarines in Groton?
Oh my God.
I'm just glad they went away from the crank windows and now they have the automatic ones that, it's a little bit simpler.
Oh, yeah.
They just press a button and they go up and down.
True. ICBM Catcher for $19.99 says, you should have a Hall of Fame show honoring all the clowns who call themselves auditors, who quit E. Brandt, Gavin Seam, that EAN guy in Punta Gorda, Florida. There are dozens of them.
Yeah, we maybe need to make a wall of all the ones that have gone to prison. Not jail, but long prison stretches.
Yeah.
And just have them like a Hall of Fame.
Hall of Shame.
Yeah.
I just got a video from Miss Mandy of a recent P. Barnes sighting.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
A Marvel Girl member for 5 months, Debunkers, says, Felici's restaurant in Stamford, Connecticut is the best.
Thank you. If you can't have homemade.
Now, to be able to say that, you would have to have tried every restaurant.
No, I grew up with this restaurant with the family. My dad grew up with this restaurant with the family. His mother worked at this restaurant with the family. I know this restaurant.
But to say that it's the best,
it is.
You would have to have.
I don't need to. I know.
I don't think that that's a proper standard of evidence.
You don't have to go to the moon to measure it.
Okay.
That's
right.
not how that works.
We can measure the distance to the moon without going there with a tape measure.
Yeah, but you can't tell who has the best pizza without trying the pizza.
I just did. Good.
Some old dude for $5 says, no one has ever measured the one-way speed of light. True obscure fact is always measured there and back again, and assume a space has a symmetry.
It's an Italian restaurant, Sybil, and you know who has great pizza in Connecticut? Pizza and Brew. You ever been there?
No.
Okay.
Well, where in Connecticut? I mean,
it's all over, and actually in Westchester as well. I've seen them.
Well, I mean, Christo's is like I can just walk there.
See, when you go there, look up, see if there's a Pizza and Brew near you. It's a chain, but it's good.
Yeah,
good stuff there.
But yeah, the one-way speed of light, it is. As far as I know, it's impossible to measure the one-way speed of light. But why would we assume that the speed of light changes as it's going away from you or coming towards you? Now, that's like saying that sonar is fake because we can't measure the one-way speed of sound.
Because, with the speed of light, if there's nothing in its way going one way, there's nothing in its way going back.
It's just flat earthers grasping at straws.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can pretty much dismiss that.
Okay.
Captain Cactus for £2 says, fighting words isn't covered under the first.
What does that even mean?
Fighting words
isn't covered under the First Amendment, freedom of speech.
Well, yeah, there's lots of stuff that's not covered.
Yeah, it's limited.
You can't make bodily threats of harm against people. There's lots of stuff that's not covered under the First Amendment.
In some states, if you intentionally provoke someone and they punch you, they can be charged, not you.
Obscenities are not covered under protection under the First Amendment either.
Depending.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you walk up to somebody and you say, I'm going to kill you, and they attack you, then they're covered because you made a credible bodily threat to them. So the First Amendment's not universal and just all encompassing.
Yeah.
No amendment is.
You'd have to reject the Michelson-Morley experiment. To do what? Who?
Yeah. Thank you for your vague comment.
Yeah, I don't get it.
All right. So Ziggy for the facts for $5 says E equals MC square wouldn't work too. Oh wait, nuclear power and sun are fake. Okay. Stringfellow Hawk for $5 says everyone is young compared to AMG. Hey, don't need to be a jerk. Stephen Alley for $5 says, for the debates, I'd like to see JT from Prothole versus Schrodinger's Cat on the topic of the Second Amendment and that feel it should be repealed and enforced by Army.
BJ, hey BJ, I haven't seen you in a while.
Wants to see who debate me?
JT from the Pothole.
You mean JL Warren?
JL maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be JL.
Yeah, that actually was a debate that was semi-scheduled to happen, and he ended up debating somebody else because at the time that it was going to happen, I just didn't have time to prepare, and I said that I just respected J.L. Warren too much to show up half prepared to a debate, and I just wasn't gonna do it. So he ended up debating somebody else. Because I don't show up to debates without preparation, especially somebody that I respect. It would just be a disrespectful thing to do that.
Yeah. Pronon 1990 for $4.99 says, last question before I get busy cooking at work. Where can I send my ideas for debates? Example, who's the worst president? 2, Nintendo versus Xbox, etc.
So, for right now, you can do. I believe there's a room in MC Tunes Discord, and I'll put one in both mine and Schrodinger's.
Okay. Some old dude, member for 2 months, Skeptic, says you can do a one-way speed of light, but you need a clock synchronizing method defined first.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is even if you had the clock synchronized, by the time you checked one versus the other, you've already violated it takes time in between checking one and checking the other. So there's nobody's discovered a way to check the one-way speed of anything.
Okay. Caucasian Sensation member for 6 months. Welcome to Skeptic.
Hey.
And that's it. I'm caught up.
All right.
Cool. So, any more questions for the cat?
Well, we got some more. We got some questions.
All right, let's go.
So Rodent of Anger asks, SC, do you think the James Webb Telescope will launch next month?
I don't see any reason why not. Of course, I mean, these launches are often, scrubbed and, weather and all that stuff. But I think it's pretty exciting. The whole James Webb Telescope, just more knowledge is always better. So pretty excited about it.
Yeah. Cool.
I wondered, question back at Rodent of Anger, is that something that you worked on, or?
Yeah.
I know he works on things like that. Mostly, I think rovers, but if he had a hand in that, that'd be pretty cool.
All right. We'll see what he says. Aaron Reese asks, can Schrodinger's Cat imagine the smell of Glenn Serio being heavily tasered and still keep his lunch down?
Just got another one.
Yeah, don't know what to say. Anything bad that happens to Glenn is pretty good day for any of us. So I think I would I'd be okay with it.
Okay, we got a great one from Mrs. Schrodinger's Cat. Is the new channel just going to be debates about flat Earth? No. All are welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm open to anything. We even talked about whether or not we would do religion debates and
What's the answer to that?
yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking anything other than something that would
CP.
just get us demonetized.
Like anything like vegan gains used to talk about. It was no.
Right, yeah. Just
No.
All right. Alex Day for $5 says, AMG, I have a spot on my windshield. Can you identify it? I think it might be a pterodactyl. You might have seen some in person back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great Big Ram says bring on Aaron Ra. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely would love to have
Definitely.
Honor on.
I think you would, yeah. Okay. We got some more audience questions then.
I want to tell you about the person. I I got the text number to call this guy who watches the Watchers. Basically, what's his name? GS
Oh,
Patriot
uh,
Snow. Gary Snow.
Snowflake. Gary Snowflake.
No, not Snowflake. There's no flake. There's no
Oh.
flake.
Oh, I thought when you texted me earlier today, that's who you were talking about was Gary Snowflake.
No, his name's Gary Snow, and he's a patriot. Gary Snow Patriot. He's in Florida, and he goes out and he films frauditors. He just had one out where he went and tracked down that guy who calls himself Chuck Bronson.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Right, yeah, I sent it to you.
But
I have his text number.
I thought they were the same person, Gary Snow and Gary Snowflake. I thought
Not
they were
that
the same person.
I've never heard that. No. Maybe the frauditors call him that, but no.
No, well, there was the guy that remember when the people showed up to Kate's house from Masshole Report.
Brian Sessions.
Yeah,
right?
but when Brian Sessions did that, there was a guy named Gary Snowflake that did a parody video of it.
Yeah, he did a bunch of them. They were hilarious.
Right. I thought that was the same guy because you know how some people slightly change their channel names. I thought that was the same dude. So maybe I'm wrong.
No.
But I do remember, the video of.
Yeah. So I got I've been in talks to get him on your channel, like the interview and stuff.
Cool.
The debate channel is not going to just be MC Toon or Cat debating. Other people is what we want, right?
Right. That's the actual
They're a
goal.
fallback.
Yeah, the goal is for eventually us not debating at all on the channel. And we're just hosting and moderating. Anybody that wants to come on, like if you want to go to head to head with somebody, like you're fighting them in a comment thread, and you're like, oh, well, let's take this to the stage and contact us, and we'll host it. That's the ultimate goal.
Okay. Not a Brad asks, Schrodinger's Cat, what made you decide to get out of the military?
This 13-year-old boy that's in the house with me right now.
Yeah.
So I originally, especially once I became an officer, I said, you're going to drag my dead body out of here one day. And then Winston was born, and the deployments just kept coming and coming, and deployment after deployment. And so when I hit the mark where I could retire, I was just like, you know what? I'd just rather, not be in a different country every month. So that's what did it.
All right.
Granger, I'm trying to do that exactly what I just said. And Allison, good to see you again. We were looking for you last night. Go ahead.
Up and Out asked, Schrodinger, with all the guns you own, are you a member of any guns rights organizations?
I have been in the past. I am not currently. I don't know of one that I am thoroughly lockstep with. And so by being a member of one of those,
Mm,
you're almost endorsing
everything
what,
they say.
right. So
That's dangerous.
yeah, I'm sort of a like on my own kind of guy. I'm sort of in lockstep with myself, and am not going to put and not going to co-sign everything that somebody else says.
Yeah,
So
it's safer that way. It really is.
I can't remember who it was who said I would never be a member of an organization that would have me as a member.
Oh, I know that.
That-
It's the old comedian. Oh god.
Yeah,
With all the glasses and the nose.
yeah.
The brothers. The Stooges.
Anyway, yeah. So
Groucho Marx. Sorry.
was it
Groucho.
Groucho Marx?
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, be careful being a member of an organization because people can use that against you. Like, well, they said this and you're a member.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, Captain Cactus for £2 says, enjoy listening to you all, but it's 12:40 bedtime. You're in the UK, I guess.
Mhm.
Well, time zones
Thanks
aren't
for
real,
coming.
so
You don't think so?
Okay, I want to go with some more.
6 o'clock in the morning.
Wanna go with some more questions.
sure. Yeah, we
Uh,
got we've been going an hour 36, so I guess another 20 minutes or so.
Mm.
Was it Thea or Tia?
Yeah.
Thea,
TH.
comma, asks, which auditors that aren't in prison right now are the most dangerous?
Dangerous? Dangerous how? I mean, none of them are intellectually dangerous, so we can count that out.
Okay.
I would guess Anselmo, auditing America. I mean, he's got a pretty good history of violence, along with
Mhm.
Earl David Warden has a history of violence, and has made threats currently. Telling the cops that he's got a shotgun in his car, even though he's not legally able to have a shotgun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kaylee. I got the link for People's Patriot, Gary Snow. So
All
I'll
right.
put it in the chat.
Cool. So Dwayne and Wanda ATV videos, they said before they were native in Canada and they were the son of a chief, and he said, I would love to be on the panel against some Moors.
Mm.
So maybe email Schrodinger, and or how are we doing that again? We're emailing, or they have rooms in the Discord.
I'm gonna put a room in the Discord. So if whoever's Discord you're in, MC Tune, Schrodinger, mine, I'll put a room in after this. Or you can email Schrodinger at his email at Schrodinger.cat504 Gmail.
Yep.
That would be good to have someone who is native against a Moor.
Yeah.
It would be.
Be amazing.
I don't think that's ever happened.
I haven't seen it.
So I don't currently have any contact information for a Moor, but we can probably get one.
Yeah, it won't be that hard.
They are very vocal, so.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that's it for questions I had copy pasted here from the audience. So,
all right. I guess we'll go ahead and.
you have anything to unbox?
No. I think I unboxed everything in my last stream. I know there's something coming from Japan, but hasn't arrived yet. I got to send you and Artie your things. I've got those boxed up, so that'll probably happen tomorrow. I'll probably run over to the post office, do a quick audit, see if they respect my right to film, and mail that to you. Hopefully not get arrested.
Just
Oh, God.
to make it clear, if anyone out there would ever have anything for me, please contact me directly, and I'll give you my address. Don't send it to Schrodinger because that kills them for postage.
It's like
That'd be
40
nice.
bucks. It's ridiculous.
I have radicals.
The funny thing is, like, what if I send something to California? It's
Mhm.
farther than if I send it to Cliff, but it costs 10 times as much.
Right. I don't get that. Not at all.
It's the border thing. That's why a lot of people have PO boxes down on the point, just south of the border there, where I live,
Right.
so they can get stuff direct, and they just bring it through the border, no problem. So
Okay, so there's the rooms in both of our. It says SC Tune Show in both of our discords now. Because I'm
So,
that good, guys. I'm that good. Yeah.
so not a
Yeah.
brat says, my question for Schrodinger's cat: when is Mrs. Schrodinger's cat going to get her new handbag? Which one?
Yeah, right? Which one do you want now?
Right.
Girl, I'm jelly of your bags.
It's
But you
like,
deserve them all, and you deserve more.
I've said this over and over. Like, all she's got to do is go to the store and buy anything, and they give you a bag.
Oh
Like,
my God. You know what we mean.
but they give. What's the purpose of a bag?
Stop it. You stop that right now.
The bag, it holds
Stop
your
it.
stuff.
Stop it right now.
That's the only thing that it
I'll
does.
hit you with mine.
That's the only thing it does is hold your
I'll
stuff.
hit you with mine.
Walmart just gives them away.
you have to bring your own bag in most places here now.
Yeah,
Well,
most
not
places
here.
don't give them away anymore. I had to buy them, and sometimes you can't even buy them.
You go to the self checkout; they're just sitting there. You could just grab all you want. So why am I spending $2,700 on one of them when you can just walk into Walmart and get a free one?
You stop.
I mean, I'll write LV on with the Sharpie marker. You know,
but
I'll do that all day.
no. It's not the same. And you
Where do they even come up with these prices?
it's the craftsmanship,
You're
the
paying for the name.
materials. No.
A lot of
Cliff.
time you are paying for the name.
Don't make me hit you.
I don't. There's
The name is part of it, okay? But it's not just that. There's craftsmanship. There's the design. There's so much. You know,
no.
people discount art all the time, and this is part of it.
Yeah, art is pretty much the same. Like, you can just.
Oh my God!
You've got
no.
some
Don't.
he's
Don't.
some sort of famous artist, and he could just like splash some paint up on a canvas, and all of a sudden that's worth $1 million.
You
Like,
know,
what?
you should go to Bangladesh, Schrodinger. You can get all those brand name bags at the market for like 1/20th of the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my brother was an artist, and he's painstakingly.
Yeah, so you're gonna discount art with him?
Yeah, because he would spend hours upon like days on a picture.
Yeah.
And then some dickhead gets to just throw some paint on a canvas and be like, "Look, $1 million."
No, there's a difference. There's now I agree with you about the stupid art, like, yeah, but when you talk about it like that, it does make people think. Because I've had people ask me to do things, right, for art, different art things, and I'm like done, right, and they'll be like, "Oh, you want me to pay you?" Well, yeah. Well, I was thinking just the exposure would help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't think art is worth anything. And it is.
Well, good art is, yes. Like the actual Pittsburgh Steelers, the football team bought a piece for my brother.
There you go.
The year they won the Super Bowl, they paid him an actual sizable figure for a collage that he did of the football team, all the starting players. But it was
Nice.
good art.
And some people say, well, it was, he did he paint the pictures or did he take photographs of them?
No, it was actually artwork that he did. I can't remember if it was a pencil sketch or paint, or he did pretty much everything.
Okay.
I mean, the guy made his own shoes.
Okay.
So
So
he
would
pretty
you
much,
say that somebody who did a mixed media collage, like took the photographs, but then added paint and other things, is that less?
no,
Yeah,
it's just
different.
yeah, it's just different. But
Right.
I'm talking about the people that do
Just throw
this.
it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that just
I
I'm
get it.
showing my rage because I'm throwing paint
Yeah.
at the canvas, and then all these other people they go into the what do
I've
they call
seen
it?
a picture in galleries that's exactly one line.
Right. And these idiots go into the gallery and they're like,
It's
"Oh,
amazing.
I can feel their angst." And
Yeah.
it's like, "No, you can't. You're talking shit."
Yeah.
You know, it's not a
It's the
thing.
emperor
You
has
know,
no clothes.
you're basically virtue signaling art.
It's the emperor has no clothes.
Some old dude for $5 says, "Who's moderating this debate?"
Cliff? No, he's part of it. I guess
This isn't a debate. This is an argument.
it's I was gonna say discussion, but
Yeah.
But yeah. So do you want
We
to see the
do
P
this.
bar?
We
I
do this
got the
all
P
the time.
Barnes up. Yeah,
You
we
got
do
what?
this all the time. P Barnes, the new P Barnes. Do you want to see it?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll be right back, by the way.
Okay. Should we wait for you?
Oh, it's up to you. I won't be long.
All right. I gotta find out where did I put it? It's lawyer plays telling lies. Okay, got it. It's already. It's an already one. Yeah. So this must be it. Wait, what? Let me see if we can. Tell me if you can hear this. Ready? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Now let me click over here so I can see it full screen.
Why is the screen so small?
No idea.
Artie, why are you so small?
It does look like Pete Barnes though.
Miss Mandy says 11 minutes 40 seconds in, but I'm back here at 5:30. So maybe she meant on his video. I don't know. We can watch it. I'm sure it's good. So we'll wait for a second. I am hungry, by the way.
Yeah. We'll wrap up here after this.
So which one do you want now, Mrs. Schrodinger's Cat? I didn't see. Is it another Michael Kors? He's great. Michael Kors is good. He is. He's a bit he's not my style. I like Betsy Johnson. I like Versace. I like DG. I like I love let's see, Lux DeBille, obviously. You don't want another one? What? Why don't you want another one? Why wouldn't you want another one? Oh wow. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Did you get everything out of your luggage? Go watch. It's okay. Before you put a mask on, do it. You also need to order that. You can't get that.
He knows exactly what he's doing. Like, who would walk in there
Yep.
with the hoodie, with the jacket? Like, he knows exactly what he's doing.
He wouldn't have somebody following him with a camera if he didn't.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That's not the law. Step back out, sir.
And he set off the metal detector. You can see it from flashing.
Do you have a mask?
I gotta lower this a little. Is it too loud for you guys?
No.
No.
Do you have a mask that blocks viruses? I must think that's a requirement. Will you take liability if this mask harms me? We have a shield. You want to use a shield? Yeah, I'd rather do a shield. Yeah. Okay. You see, this is.
You don't touch the mask and then put
Right,
it
and
back.
then put it back. Like, what?
Jesus. A fucking gabon.
I honestly don't think he was anticipating that they'd actually have an alternative to the masks.
I don't
that's why
either.
feel like he just got caught up.
Yep.
For those asking,
He didn't even put it on.
Or maybe he did just to get through security and then took it back off.
Let me see. No, it's still straight. See it in his hand? That hasn't been worn.
Yeah.
I thought this was a virus protection shield. Okay.
Play it. Artie, play the video.
So they can just order anything? So when they're already violating my rights,
You know, it's a ridiculous argument. They can just order anything when they order to violate my right. No, they can't just order anything. But this is a pandemic.
Yeah. By
There-
the way,
Go ahead.
Colony L3 sent me an article, which is an interview with P. Barnes. So
Awesome.
that's
Oh, cool.
So then, but there's, I don't know if it's a law or an act that says during times of health and safety, we can do things like this.
yeah.
Right. I mean, he couldn't go in there with no pants on.
Mm-mm.
So it's like one other article that they're requiring.
All right.
So,
Oops, sorry, I thought you were done. My bad.
no, I'm just, it's ridiculous. Like, no shirt, no shoes, no service. It's just
Mhm.
one additional thing temporarily, as evidenced by the fact that in Virginia, you pretty much don't have to wear one anywhere.
Here in Colorado too.
Right.
Unfortunately.
how is that legal? How's that help?
What the heck is going on? He's being non-compliant.
I like how just everybody else on the bench is just vacated. They don't want none of this mess.
He's being
I wouldn't
non-compliant.
either. I'd
He's
be
not
out.
wearing a face shield.
Yeah.
He's not following the rules.
That's his friend talking, by the way.
Okay.
Except for that lady.
You know, the sheriff, I was just in a meeting with the sheriffs, and the sheriffs didn't have masks on in a commissioner meeting.
Because they're 6 feet away.
It only comes in the courthouse. It's the only place that the COVID comes.
I hear it. That's him. I hear his voice. Do you hear it?
Well,
Yeah, it does. It looks and sounds like him. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
P.
him.
Barnes, yeah.
Absolutely.
I just want to be in you and do it.
Well, I know this is your option. You want to go to the police company and take a ticket for trespassing?
Why would I want them to do that?
Then you have to put your shield
They
on.
always look so smug.
Your choice.
Notice how he can't look any of them in the eye.
Well, yeah, because you could tell whatever question that he just got asked. Now his brain is buffering.
He was asked if he wants to be arrested and go to jail.
Yeah, and he's trying to come up with a response, and he just can't. His tiny little brain can't process that question.
That squirrel is, he's dead. He was running so fast on that treadmill, he died.
Dude, you don't want this trouble, man. You don't want this trouble. This isn't the place
I
where
want to be free.
Most people are.
do something like that.
I called the Supreme Court yesterday and nobody answered.
Oh my God.
They always want to be free, but then they do things that get them put in jail.
Yeah. Well, he called the Supreme Court yesterday and no one answered.
Oh, so then he must just be able to do whatever he wants.
There you go.
Probably because he kept on call flooding them and they won't bother to talk to you anymore.
Yep. Probably.
We can try again, but either put it on or I'm gonna call the cops.
Did you guys know the Supreme Court suspended jury trials? How many people are sitting
We just had one, Kyle Rittenhouse. Jury trial.
in
I'm
jail
the jury commissioner.
separated from
He's a jury commissioner. He's talking to the jury commissioner.
their families? Separated from their families, sitting in a cell, and they haven't even had a chance to defend themselves in court.
They should have broken the law, okay?
This isn't the place for your.
I mean, honestly, at this point, they can physically remove him
Yeah,
from
they
the
can.
courthouse.
Yeah, they can.
And at the very least, sign him for trespass.
From September to December, people have been sitting in jail,
And now he's just proselytizing.
Yep.
convicted, because these 5 Supreme Court justices,
All right, well, I'm gonna call Portland police and you're gonna get a ticket. Dude, you don't want this trouble, man. Just get out of here. I'm walking over there. Yeah, I'll do it right here. You can save yourself some trouble if you just put it on.
P. Barnes! There he is, the man, the myth, the
submit to
legend.
tyranny. All you have to do is submit to tyranny, and you get your rights
This is
back.
Pete Barnes,
You get your rights back.
Chief Bailiff County Courthouse.
There you go. Chief Bailiff.
Yeah.
Yep.
P. Barnes! He's still working for us.
Number one in your hearts.
Absolutely.
Drives me absolutely insane when they talk about tyranny. They have no idea what tyranny is.
Not at all.
Do you think that you could walk into, some sort of courtroom in North Korea and they're like, you need to put a mask on? You're just like, nope, and actually make it inside?
Make it to being arrested.
Not even arrested, probably just summarily executed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't put up with this shit. This
They've
is
got
not
no
tyranny.
idea what tyranny is.
They test nerve gas on people that they disagree with. In
Right,
North Korea,
right.
So
It's like bringing up Nazism. Could you do this in Nazi Germany?
Hell no. You couldn't even walk down the street half the time if you were, the wrong, type of person.
These guys would have marks on them. They would have some kind of label on their coat. Like gay people had triangles.
a blue
Right,
square or
it-
something. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't know what tyranny is. They're
Nothing.
uneducated people that they probably never left the United States.
They're leeches. They want to leech off society. They don't want to work. They don't want to follow the rules.
They should take field trips to countries that actually are tyrannical, and then
Stay there.
stay there probably, but they should be offered, like, okay, if you want to see what tyranny is, go to Iran, go to North Korea, go to China,
Go to Afghanistan.
yeah, well, lots of places in Afghanistan, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to like second world countries that aren't necessarily tyrannical, but try to pull some of this nonsense in, Saudi Arabia or Bahrain or some places like that, and see how well you fare versus in the U.S., where you almost get to do this with impunity,
Right.
to the detriment of
Everybody
normal
around
people that are just trying to take care of business.
Mm-hmm. Look at all those people following the rules that you're impeding on their rights right now.
Right. Now you're using up their time
Mm-hmm.
because you're gumming up the works with your nonsense.
It's like those idiots who go crazy and like carrying out on planes, making everybody late.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to sit on the tarmac an extra hour
Mhm.
because Karen
People
doesn't
are
want to put on a
selfish.
mask.
They're selfish motherfuckers.
Right.
Yeah, and then everyone claps when they get kicked off.
Right.
Mhm.
You don't want to be that person.
Nope.
Well, unless you're a YouTuber,
Yeah. Here we go. Hey, Colony L3. You super chat. Oh yeah. There you go.
You're right.
This is Pete Barnes, the
P-Bar! Look at
Is that? Did he just say he's P-Bar?
Ah!
Hold up.
He didn't know?
No.
You submit to tyranny, and you get your right
This
back.
is Pete Barnes,
You get your
the
rights back.
chief
Submitting
bailiff
to
at the
tyranny.
courthouse.
there's
Look
there's
at
no way
Artie.
that's a coincidence. It's got to be the same dude.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds
Is that
exactly
the
like him.
P-Barnes? I mean, he had to have shaved his mustache, but what?
This is Pete Barnes,
You get your
the
rights
Voice.
back.
That is his voice.
Yeah.
That's his stature, his physique. That's him. Absolutely. Look at Artie's face. The legend. That's right.
chief bailiff at the courthouse. I have a person that we need trespassed out of the Justice Building.
Oh my God, that is P-Barnes.
Yes.
Because P-Barnes was in Idaho.
Yep.
And this is Idaho. Oh my God.
324
Look
West
at his
Garden.
Are
face.
you guys zombies?
Look at his heart rate, actually. He went up from 80 something to 108. Artie's in love.
Forcing mask on people?
Yo, we just found a legend. Oh my God. I didn't even realize the legend was in this video. Holy shit. This is epic.
Think is good?
Oh, I don't think it's good.
Saying segregation is good, huh?
What did he
Guys,
say?
we have a
Segregation?
holiday called Martin
Yep.
Luther King Jr. Day. He broke the rules because there was segregation.
Is he saying he's akin to Martin Luther King Jr.?
Yes.
Please tell me he's not.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my God. The arrogance. I'm pretty sure Martin Luther King Jr., because I've seen the man in video, did not have this blank a look on his face. Fucking idiot.
This is segregation. You're saying because I don't believe in the mask, I'm not allowed in here.
He doesn't have any.
That's
No,
not true. That's
no.
nothing, nowhere near it.
No,
You have a choice. They didn't have a choice. Fucking asshole.
It reminds me of the South Park one where I think it was Stan was playing Little League baseball and they were going to like the Little League World Series or something. And his Stan's dad would always get in a fight.
Yeah, I thought this was America.
Yeah, I thought this was America. Like they would always kick him out of the stadium because he would always try to pick a fight, and he'd be like, "I thought this was America." It's like first
Yeah.
world problems. Sorry,
Very
dude. Suck it up.
There are places in this world that can't get masks and want them.
Right. Yeah, and are actively trying to get them because
Yeah.
they're dying. And then you got this dickhead that won't put one on because first world problems.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you guys celebrate Martin? The federal government celebrates Martin Luther King Jr. He got arrested over
I wish there was a black person there. Just walk up and slap the guy, please. Somebody.
30
Oh yeah, by the way, he compares himself to MLK.
times for
All the time or just right now? Because I swear to God, he needs to have the same outcome.
breaking the rules. Like this rule, segregation rules.
Not
Rosa
segregation.
Parks got arrested on a bus. Are you guys gonna say Rosa Parks?
No.
No one's telling him to get to the back of the room. Like, that's a stupid comparison.
You have a choice. They had no choice. Literally, had no choice. You can put the mask on. They can't take their skin off.
Right. Again, it's like as if he was going in there with no pants on, and they're like, "No, you can't come in with no pants," and he's like, "Well, MLK."
Non sequitur.
You know, it's ridiculous. Like, oh well, you know, I don't have any pants on, and my junk's hanging out. But what about Rosa Parks? Idiocy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When you said that.
Rosa Parks, drink.
I can get with them, and I think.
Thanks for educating my kid while she went to school.
Like I thought this was the Idaho State courthouse. This is the federal. This has to be the federal courthouse because P. Barnes was a federal bailiff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
Look at that. The woman says, "Thanks for educating my child," and he's all happy. You fucking piece of shit.
Kids should know this, that every human being is a child of God.
Not everything is rebellion.
Okay, I've petitioned the legislature failed. This has been going on almost 2 years.
Yeah.
I petitioned the
Because
governor.
of people like you.
The governor failed. I tried every.
The only person who failed is you. Wait, and your mom.
Remedy. I've been trying every remedy for 2 years. Rosa Parks in it is the only way. I need all of you to make a stand. Take off your masks. It's the only way we're gonna get free.
They're laughing at him.
Yeah. How did taking off your mask work out for Flat Earth Fokker?
Right? Look at him. There's nothing going on behind those eyes. Nothing.
No intellect.
Let's restore the rule of law and the Constitution. There is no law against masks. The
You're
Supreme
idiot.
Court doesn't write laws.
You're fighting the,
Oh, right.
You're fighting the wrong comfort. You gotta go do with the right way.
What's the right way?
The right way is not fighting these people who are doing their job.
I'm not fighting anybody. I'm trying to tell everyone to take off your mask and be free. If you don't want to wear a mask.
I actually do think that P. Barnes was interviewed by like local media
Yeah, he was.
about his notoriety. I can't remember if I've seen it. I think I've seen it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the article Colony sent me.
I probably have to look for it, but I think he was actually interviewed and asked if he knew about his notoriety online.
Don't wear one. That's all I'm saying. If you want to wear one, go ahead.
Look, I'm not for masks, but
I'm not going to kick you out for wearing a mask.
But they have the authority. So you should listen.
They have no authority to require masks.
Because they're free.
Hold on, pause for just a second.
Okay, so
So he's talking about that the courts can't make law. So does that apply to restraining orders?
Nope.
So you can just ignore a restraining order because the court can't make law.
Right.
Bench warrants,
Mm-hmm.
Court ordered child support, alimony, judgments. Like these people love to sue the courts. So when a court rules that the police violated your rights and therefore you get $200,000, can the other person just ignore that and say the court can't make law, so I don't have to obey this court-ordered, mandate that I pay $200,000? Their logic is not internally consistent.
No, because they sue the courts and like I rewatched one of the videos you had on where the guy is representing himself after like he gave chase. And he challenged jurisdiction, but he had already questioned the officer. So he's already submitted to the jurisdiction of the court.
Right. They think it's a buffet
Yeah.
where they can, oh, I'll take a little bit of this, but no, I don't want any of that. But I'll take a little bit of this over here. You know, I don't want any of that have to wear a mask thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'll take the thing where people have to pay me money if they violate my rights. It's not a buffet, people.
Oh. All right, we're about to get hands on.
Hail to the prophet.
Oh my God.
Traitors and tyrants. Now fight him in vain.
I feel like I sing shanties better than this guy.
Yeah. He's having fun.
I got some laughs, yeah, some smiles. He's laughing too.
Oh, he's not gonna be so happy when he eats that bologna
he's not
sandwich
laughing.
later.
He thinks he's laughing with him. No, he's not laughing at all, actually. He's pissed.
He was laughing, I can tell.
I mean, I'd laugh at the absurdity of it all.
It's hard
Yeah,
to tell.
maybe.
laugh. Like, I don't know what else to do.
Let's see.
Hook them up, take them to court.
Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling?
Come on.
Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love?
Oh,
that
God.
I'm feeling?
He's insane. He drank his own Kool-Aid.
Oh, what the fuck is he going on about?
And whoa,
It's not love, I'll tell you that.
that hurts my arms. Ow.
Too bad.
I'm not resisting.
Oh, all of a sudden everything hurts.
Yep. Oh, he's not gonna walk, is he?
Okay, so now he's gone limp.
Yep.
So basically resisting without violence.
Yep.
Right. Resisting without violence. Still resisting.
Good, I hope it hurts. I really hope it hurts. I'm sorry, but I do.
Repeat that.
Just so for everybody's knowledge, resisting without violence is still resisting arrest.
Mhm.
So if you just stiffen up or if you just go limp, that's still resisting.
Absolutely. This says he was not arrested and charged with trespass. I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, that may be true, but
Doesn't matter.
yeah, work on your punctuation, whoever wrote that.
Yeah. And there's a legend right there.
Yep.
That's a good part about being the boss. You just kind of get to say, hey, you know,
Arrest
I'll
him.
take care of this.
Take him.
Not getting my hands dirty.
Right? Too bad he wasn't tased.
Oh, yeah, that would have been great.
It'd been like full circle, you know?
Yeah.
Well, he did say he didn't get his hands dirty last time either. He just said arrest him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
So-
just tased him and
So we got that much.
put the cuffs on him.
Yeah. Put the cuffs on. All
All
right.
right. You want to do supers?
Let's see if there's anything
yeah.
else. Wait, let's see if there's anything else.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at the friend, and I was wondering if the friend was going to get anything. Let me see. Nope, that's it. All right. Go ahead, Clippy.
All right. Stringfellow Hawk for $5 says they should name a taser model P. Barnes after him and have a sovereign citizen setting really high.
Yes, sort of like Star Trek. They set your
Pages of
taser
sun.
to set your taser to sovereign citizen.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like an extra 10,000 volts.
Oh, that'd be great. I'm sure if they did like a line of even pepper spray, it would sell. With P. Barnes' name on it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason Heaton, member for 8 months to Bunker, says hello all. Hello.
Hello.
Joanne Sally for $5 says Artie is a legend.
Okay.
Melena C, member for 3 months to Bunker, says My mom worked in Saudi Arabia and she saw tyranny.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure she did.
Yeah, I when I was in Bahrain, a couple of my coworkers went to Saudi, and one of the female lieutenants, the police came out and questioned her because she went into Starbucks and she used the male exit or
God.
entrance. She didn't go through the women
Oh.
entrance.
Oh,
And the
God.
only thing that saved her was that she was American.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so they were like, "Oh, you're American, okay," because they didn't want to fight that fight.
Yeah.
But if she had been a Saudi and gone through the men's entrance, you just can't do that. So yeah, there is actual tyranny out there. You're just really hard pressed to find it in the US, so you pretty much have to invent it.
Yeah. Dr. Cyrus, member for 5 months, Debunkers, says 5 months. Woohoo. All right. Then we had a question here from Miss or M Rumsour, I think it's. Are there any auditors that you approve of? Any that do a good job? Does auditing have any value?
I answered this in my I was interviewed for a documentary recently, and I was asked this question. Cop watchers, the ones that stand back at a respectable distance and film police interactions and don't insert themselves into whatever's happening, got no problem with them people. Totally respect it. They're actually doing a service, especially if something goes wrong. I've got no respect for the frauditors that insert themselves into police interactions, or even worse, create police interactions. I've got nothing but bad things to say about all of them. So hopefully that answered the question.
All right. Not a Brad's requesting we play the taser video for P. Barnes.
Oh, the original?
I guess
Where Robbie gets tased.
could really quick.
I gotta find it.
Yeah, maybe while he's reading the rest of them, we could pull it up real quick.
I'll look for it.
It's a classic.
I got it. That was hard.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's what she said.
That's it for Super.
Unless you didn't. There's those times where you can't. She can't say it because he can't do it.
Well, I'm sorry for your experience.
Oh, I said she, not me.
Oh, I was just assuming you were the she. And
No, I'm not the she. Okay, so here we go. I don't know whose channel this is.
What's your first and last name?
I don't have a last name.
You don't have a last name?
No.
What's your first
This is where he says he's not.
I've got a
US
name. My name is
citizen.
Robert. You can call me Robert.
He's a state citizen.
Yeah. The several states.
Oh, wow.
I'm not
Yeah.
a person. See, you deal here with Admiralty Maritime Jurisdiction, which deals with persons, which I am not.
What are you? Are you human?
I'm a man.
You're human?
I'm a man, yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
He's not a man when he screams like a
US
I was
bitch.
not born in Washington, D.C. or any territory of the under federal jurisdiction. So, no, I'm not a U.S.
Were
citizen.
you born in the United States of America? And it's-
I was born in America. Yes, I'm a state citizen
Okay.
of one of the several states.
There's more than 7.
One of the several?
Does Robert not know how many states there are?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
that's language from some of the old text that talks about the several states.
What was the several state?
Back when
The original?
the original colonies, they just
There are 13.
referred to them as the several.
Because they don't know how many there are?
Well, no, it's just that they referred because it was changing, so they just as they were incorporating new states, they just called it the several states.
That's stupid. Okay.
Well, argue with Benjamin Franklin. Maybe
I'm
we can have him
surprised
on
you-
next week.
Okay. I'm surprised you didn't say I had or something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you probably knew it.
Yeah.
She was there when the key got electrified.
Idaho. Can I see your Idaho state license?
No, I don't have one.
You don't have one?
My person does, but I don't. And I don't wish to create joinder with you.
Bingo.
All right. And if you want to just...
Can I get your name, please? E. Smith. Thank you. Are you a bailiff or are you a prosecutor?
Why would a prosecutor be signing him in?
Right, he's
It makes no
clearly
sense.
that's a marshal or a bailiff.
Clerk. Even?
Oh, you're probably a bailiff. You got the ear thing in, huh?
There you go. Hey,
I
Mom.
mean, that's a dead giveaway. He's got the ear thing in. Like, what prosecutor would?
Right.
It's just an idiot.
Yes, he is. His poor mom. But I like her shirt.
Oh, they interviewed her, and she
Yeah,
was.
they did. She's
Yeah,
terrified.
She was like, I'm afraid he's going to get himself killed.
Because after this, he started packing. He carries a gun everywhere.
Right. He just walks up and down the street with it.
Mm-hmm. There she is. Poor lady.
The funniest thing is that this is his video. Like, he put this out there.
Yeah, he did.
So
to
that-
show how they mistreated him.
The rest of his life, he's a laughing stock.
I'm gonna go in and speak with the prosecutor. Excuse me.
Camera.
Excuse me. You're blocking my freedom of movement.
I am.
All right. Well, P. Barnes, you just admitted to me that you're violating my rights.
No, I'm not. You can't come in with the camera.
Well, you're violating my rights. And this is also freedom of the press.
What mustache does he have? I don't see one. Do you?
No, I'm not sure what. I think Artie maybe had.
Yeah, okay. I didn't think so.
Behind you.
This is also freedom of the press. I mean, I don't know what the hell law book you're reading, man, but it doesn't apply to me.
You leave the camera with your mother outside the courtroom and you can come in.
You are not God. You have no jurisdiction over me.
God's not worried about cameras, sir.
All right. Well, why are you worried about cameras? Because you want to do something
Against the
wrong?
rules.
Because you want to do
Against the
something wrong?
rules.
Because if it's against the rules, that means it's because somebody intends on wronging somebody else. Because
No,
they're
it's
afraid
not.
of being held accountable.
Mm-mm.
P. Barnes.
P.
It's
Barnes.
a nice speech, but you're still not coming in.
Well, I mean, I don't have
Yeah,
to
you
go
do.
in.
Then why are you
because
there?
You can't even issue a warrant for me.
Might as well
Yeah.
leave.
Well, no, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to speak with the
You can go in
prosecutor.
there without the camera.
Well, please
Step
step aside. I'm
aside.
going in.
No, you're not going in.
Don't touch me.
You're not going in, sir.
Let the record show that you just battered me.
Step back.
And
show.
you
Yes!
stop.
Oh,
please.
yes.
I'm not doing anything wrong. Hey,
Oh,
you know what? You
that's
guys are really
satisfying.
overstepping your bounds right now.
Put the cuffs on him.
Put the cuffs
Yeah.
on. What are you arresting me for?
Yep. That's beautiful. That's almost art, you might say.
I love it when they
Like-
make these declarations. I'm going in, or you're not arresting me.
Yeah.
It's so delicious when they do that.
Mhm.
Or when they're at a traffic stop, I'm going to drive away from this.
Yeah.
Or, they make these predictions that are always wrong. I love it. It's the lifeblood of my channel is terrible predictions.
Gee, what do you mean? It's so nice to live in such a wonderful world. Not people are just playing out of it. Just saw. I had fun. It was good to see Pete Barnes again. Yeah, see he's okay. He's doing
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I mean, I did. Hopefully, he is doing well and
I'll
retired.
try to
with
get a
a
hold of him.
nice big fishing boat, and
Mhm.
spends his golden years out catching some bass.
No, Dr. Osiris. There's a P. Barnes that hangs out with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a pseudonym.
Yeah, no, but that's what he's asking. The
Yeah.
pseudonym one, if he was a flirt. No, he's not a flirt.
No. We got another question.
Cool.
Heather Smith asking, I've seen videos where someone says you'll lose your job or I've gotten other cops fired. Have any cops really lost their job?
No.
Cop is usually professional.
No.
Yeah, I think they're lying when they say that.
I think I covered one video where a sergeant got demoted.
Oh, was that when he pepper sprayed the army?
Oh.
Well, yeah. Actually, he got
That's
fired.
big.
Yeah, he did get fired, and I think there was another one where one got demoted.
But it was something big. It wasn't like
Right.
Glenn is always saying, you'll lose your job as a
Oh yeah,
felony.
no, none of that ever happens.
Those things is what they're
That's
saying.
all. Or when they say, "Oh, I'm going to sue you," none of those laws. I won't say none. Very few. Well, very few are ever actually
Oh my
even
God.
filed. It's sort of like when Legalized Drugs said he's suing me. That was how many months ago was that?
That was a few months ago.
At least 6.
Yeah.
I haven't even been served yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 6. Yeah.
So, and after a year, it just falls off the docket. So that's probably never happening. So they're always talking about these. They're suing all these people.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he dropped his lawsuit against you, didn't he?
He did.
No, he said that he wanted to under some circumstance. I can't remember what the email said, and I wrote him back and said, "Please don't drop the lawsuit. It's too much fun."
But he hasn't done anything either.
No, and according to my lawyer, after 1 year from the date that he filed, if he doesn't serve me, that it just goes away. And he would have to either refile or just do nothing. And it's as if nothing ever happened. So basically, he spent the $300 filing fee for nothing. Because all he did,
basically,
all he did was send me
content,
the paperwork that meant nothing, that I made a bunch of money off of. Well, we all read it and laughed.
The new super chat is making me crazy.
Kit 190?
Yeah.
Yeah, $2. He says there's another P. Varnes video. Already showed it.
We literally just showed it.
Yeah.
We literally just showed it.
So he came in late, basically.
It just makes me laugh. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's funny.
So, if that's all of them, I mean,
wait, not that one. What do you mean, not that one, Kit? Are you talking about the new one?
Oh, there's a new one
besides the one that already showed. Yeah.
One from last year?
Yeah, that's the one we just showed.
Not the tasering video.
No.
The other one, Kit.
Yeah, we showed another one before the tasering video.
Yeah, the one with the guy that they
started singing and shit.
Yeah.
Stupid guy. He's so stupid. He looked like he had nothing going on behind those eyes.
Yeah, he was really silly. It's this bravado they get.
It's okay, Kit. It's okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
We appreciate you're trying to help. Good. They all have that bravado until they realize it's real, right?
Yeah.
Well, even after sometimes, I mean, sometimes they're so deep in the rabbit hole that they, like Long Island audits. He got arrested, took a plea deal, wrote a apology letter to the cop, and he's still out there making frauditor videos. He learned absolutely nothing from that experience.
Yeah.
Which is the true mark of somebody who's pretty stupid when you can't even learn from experience. It's like the video of the guy that, Homer Simpson, when the candy bar is hooked up to the electrodes.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that
he
was
touches it and it shocks him. And he's
that
like,
was that was Bart and a muffin or a cupcake, wasn't it?
well, maybe,
Oh, who
but I know
cares?
there was
Who
one
cares?
where it was a they used it in a commercial. It was a
Butterfinger?
Butterfinger, yeah.
Yeah.
And he would touch it and he'd go, ow. And they would touch it again. He'd go, ow. And then he just kept doing it because he was so stupid that he couldn't learn that there's electrodes hooked to it, even though we can train a rat to not do that. That's what frauditors are like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been going 2.5 hours. So
Can we please?
Yeah, I need to put food in my face hole as well.
Cool.
And you need to do one other thing.
Oh,
pay me, bitch.
No, maybe next week. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe 2 weeks from now. I don't know. I'll get around to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway,
Nicole.
Anything else in the chat, or is there?
Love you too, Sally.
Not that I've seen, no.
All right. So, Cliff, say goodbye.
Night, everyone. I had fun as usual, and thanks you all for your super chats. Love you all. Have a great night.
And Tina, say goodbye and how great and wonderful your boss is, and how much you adore and love him.
Sure. Night, everybody. And I absolutely adore my boss's wife.
I will accept it.
We got one final super.
Yeah.
Chris Rudorfer for Canadian $5 says, thanks for your service.
That was probably meant for Tina.
Oh, God.
So
she was in the Boer War, right?
Night.
I think she
Say
was
goodnight.
a nurse in the Civil War.
Say goodnight, everybody. I'm shutting this down.
All right.